Simone Inzaghi's Inter Milan is not just a winning team. It is a true tactical case study, one of the most organised and spectacular teams in Europe. Dominant in Serie A and formidable on the international stage, its strength lies not just in individual quality, but in an innovative and dynamic playing system. Far from the rigid positional structures adopted by teams like Guardiola's Manchester City or Arteta's Arsenal, Inter Milan relies on fluid movements, constant adaptation to opponents, and meticulously planned attacking transitions. But what makes this system so effective? How does Inzaghi's perfect machine work? Let's discuss it in this video. Starting from the base 3-5-2 formation, Inzaghi has developed a playing mechanism based on two fundamental pillars: positional fluidity and contextual adaptation. Inzaghi's Inter Milan is not a static team. The players rotate constantly, creating unpredictable movements. Defenders advance to the halfway line, midfielders drop deep to build the play, and forwards participate in the build-up. Everything revolves around dynamism. Unlike many teams that seek sterile possession control, Inter Milan alternates phases of methodical build-up with lightning-fast counter-attacks, demonstrating a rare versatility. This style rejects the rigid positional structures adopted by teams like Guardiola's Manchester City or Arteta's Arsenal, preferring instead a reactive approach based on dynamic reading of the game. In the build-up phase, the team uses multiple solutions. Against high opposition pressure, Sommer becomes an additional playmaker, supported by the three centre-backs. A typical build-up sees a central defender like Acerbi advance to the midfield line, leaving the two centre-backs and goalkeeper to handle construction. This move attracts opposition pressing, opening spaces for direct passes to attackers or wing-backs. This forces opponents into difficult choices and creates passing lanes. One of the most interesting aspects is how space is managed. Inter Milan does not occupy the same positions at all times, but moves to create gaps. When a centre-back advances, a midfielder drops to replace him, generating new passing lanes and confusing opposition markers. The left flank is often preferred for build-up, with Dimarco, Bastoni and Mkhitaryan forming a mobile triangle to manage possession. On the right side, however, the play is more direct. Dumfries attacks the depth and is ready to receive crosses, offering an immediate option for the Nerazzurri's play. A key example is build-up from the back. A midfielder like Çalhanoğlu can drop deep to receive the ball, leaving space behind him, which is immediately occupied by the CM Mkhitaryan. This chain of movements disorients the opposing defences and prevents them from applying effective man-marking. While many formations seek safety with short passes and retreating, Inter Milan uses a more sophisticated strategy. Attract the opponent's pressure with slow circulation between defenders. Create passing lines through coordinated movements from the midfielders. Exploit the technical quality of players like Çalhanoğlu to switch play quickly. This strategy has proven devastating against teams that apply man-marking, like against Atalanta, where the constant positional exchanges created repeated imbalances in the opponent's defensive structure. Despite being the team with the most possession in Serie A, Inter Milan does not simply aim to control the game, but looks to take advantage of every opportunity to attack quickly. A distinctive aspect of their style is the creation of artificial transitions, simulating counterattacks even in situations of established possession. This happens when an attacker like Lautaro or Thuram drops to receive the ball, facilitating runs from midfielders and wing-backs. In attack, Inter Milan combines two elements: numerical density in the box with 4 to 5 players attacking the space, and width provided by the high wingers, Dimarco and Dumfries. The uniqueness lies in the timing of the runs. Unlike teams that aim for an immediate cross, Inter Milan works to create numerical superiority on the flanks before delivering the ball into the box. Dumfries, for example, often acts as a third striker, attacking the back post on crosses from Dimarco, while the technically gifted central defenders actively participate in the build-up. For this reason, Bastoni and Pavard are among the best in Europe for long pass accuracy, allowing Inter Milan to attack the box with multiple offensive players. Inter Milan follows a philosophy reminiscent of 1970s Dutch total football. Every player has freedom to move without rigid role constraints. In recent years, Inzaghi has progressively introduced this freedom. Initially, only the wide centre-backs would advance, but now midfielders and wing-backs also move without restrictions. Dimarco can drift inside, Calhanoglu can drop deep, while Bastoni pushes forward as an additional playmaker. This fluidity ensures an attack that is always unpredictable, capable of unsettling even the most organised defences. Defensively, the team shows adaptive capability. Against opponents building from the back, Inter Milan applies high pressing with two strikers and midfielders leading the pressure, aiming to regain possession as high as possible. Calhanoglu, despite being a defensive midfielder, is crucial in this phase, directing the press and intercepting passes. When they choose to defend deeper, the transition to a 5-3-2 is coordinated, with the wing-backs becoming full-backs and the defensive line maintaining compactness. After losing possession, centre-backs don't immediately retreat, but try to maintain a high line to close spaces and prevent counter-attacks. This approach is risky, but thanks to individual defensive quality and the wing-backs' work rate, the team often regains possession before opponents can organise dangerous attacks. Now let's see this tactic on FM24. These are the player's instructions. First, we have the sweeper keeper on support. The right centre-back is a wide centre-back on support. The central defender is a central defender on stopper. The left centre-back is a wide centre-back on support, with added instructions. Take more risks, cross from deep and cross-aim far post. The left wing-back is a wing-back on support with added instructions. Cross more often, cross from deep and cross-aim far post. The CDM is a deep-lying playmaker on defence with added instruction. Tackle harder. The right wing-back is a wing-back on attack with added instructions. Run wide with ball, stay wider. The right CM is a mezzala on support with added instruction. Tackle harder. The left CM is a roaming playmaker on support with added instruction. Move into channels. The right striker is a deep-lying forward on support with added instruction. Roam from position. And finally, the left striker is an advanced forward on attack. These are the squad instructions. In possession we have standard as attacking width, pass into space, play out of defence, overlap left and right as approach play, floated crosses, standard passing directness, slightly higher tempo and dribble less. In transition we have counter press when possession has been lost, counter when possession has been won, distribute quickly, distribute to CDM position. Out of possession we have high press as line of engagement, higher defensive line, trigger press more often, get stuck in as tackling. I tried this tactic and finished first with 90 points in Serie A. I won the Coppa Italia and Super Cup, but lost in the Champions League final against Paris Saint-Germain. These are the team statistics. And this is the ranking of the Serie A top scorers with both strikers. How do you think the Champions League final will end in reality? Let me know in the comments.